We're gonna be watching the Prince Care Guide right here. If you guys don't remember, I reacted to Long Legs. This one's pretty scary. Spiders are pretty scary, and I also reacted to Golbo. But yeah, now we're gonna watch the Prince Care Guide. Warning: the following video, including its information, is reserved for members of the Zoomonology Project. For on-site viewing only, copying or unauthorized viewing may constitute termination or banishment into the darkest depths of the far plane. All right, here we go. It's the Prince Care Guide.
Hello and welcome to Information and Standard Care Procedures for Extraplanar Entities. Do you know what this entity is? It is called a prince.
The prince, he's arrived.
It originates from a location outside of standard reality known as the far plane. Princes are native to an area known as the greenhouses, the same location in which Golbo is from. In the greenhouses, they will roam alone or in small groups. Let us look at this prince's physical characteristics.
It looks like Golbo, but like made of glass.
This specimen measures 153.03 centimeters long and 25.04 centimeters in diameter.
I'm American. How tall is that?
93 centimeters tall. It is a hexapod that is made exclusively of tempered glass. The body shape resembles an elongated teardrop that tapers into a thin tail. Inside of its head are two pockets that serve as eyes. The prince has demonstrated
10
near
inches,
immunity
so it's like a little bit less than a
trauma,
ruler.
piercing weaponry, and even chemical solutions normally capable of dissolving glass. This allows the prince to move freely without worry of being damaged. These incredible defenses, however, do not extend to its tail. This entity has been placed in front of a black background so we may view its body more closely, as incisions and x-rays are not needed. A prince's structures hold a high amount of residual tension, which is the cause for its unusually high durability, despite its material composition. Additionally, princes have been demonstrated to be capable of visual perception, despite lacking any apparent biological or artificial
I like its eyes.
It
reminds me of like a little...
Due to this, the true nature of their vision remains undetermined.
If worms had eyes, they would look like
this.
this.
Are physically active compared to previously recorded entities, and
He's poking the water
into account when building an enclosure.
Hey, so cute. Scrungle.
To mimic the entity's natural environment, a prefabricated greenhouse with adequate space will be used as its enclosure. Additionally, a ground covering of carpet moss will be laid on the ground to provide padding and a similar appearance to the far plains greenhouses.
So they're trying to trick him in here.
Unable to replicate the pseudoflora found in the far plains greenhouses, live plants are still integral for an adequate prince enclosure. A pool of water should be provided to the entity at all times to provide enrichment. Lastly, princes are typically seen in small groups, so researchers have relocated a second specimen from the far plane to act as the first specimen's companion.
Cute.
The enclosure is now adequate for the entities. Personnel entering the prince enclosure should be aware of the entity's locations at all times and refrain from making any sudden movements so as not to startle them or come into contact with the entity. Additionally,
what happens if they're startled?
Tools such as pliers and knives are disallowed inside of the enclosure. Any and all plants that require maintenance should be removed from the enclosure and returned after proper care. If a prince escapes from its enclosure, researchers should focus on returning the prince safely back inside, while remembering to avoid making any sudden movements or physical contact with the entity.
We can't touch him at all?
Despite the precautions put in place to protect these entities, accidents may still happen.
I think you could touch the Golbo. This one's different.
What can occur if safety is not 100% ensured.
I'm scared. I'm scared. What's gonna happen? Oh! They killed him! The thunderstorm!
Despite this accident, please observe what follows just for a moment.
Wait, he's really pretty when he's dead, though. Like, he's all sparkly. Wait, what's happening? Okay, he's kind of pretty. I know he just died, but
do you know what this
kind of beautiful
is? It is called a queen.
A queen? Wait, when they die, become a queen?
Takes after its tail has shattered and it has transitioned into a new state of existence.
Wow. Okay, I knew it. I knew he wouldn't just die like that.
In favor of the ability to fly. and lose their durability as their body becomes nearly incorporeal. Despite taking on the appearance of shattered glass, they are not dangerous to touch. This was discovered on a dare. There are no containment procedures for queens due to them not caring for social constructs like doors or windows. Despite requests to develop containment for the queen, there are no plans to do so at this time due to the nature of its existence.
It's so
Researchers are
pretty.
advised to ignore being watched by it in their sleep. Personnel looking to conduct research on the queen must personally seek it out. It can primarily be found in dimly lit or dark areas of the facility. You now know the proper care procedures and adequate information for princes and queens. This concludes the Prince Information and Care Guide video. Please report to your senior researcher after watching all other required material.
Okay. We have learned the princes and the queens. Very nice. What did you guys think? I understand it now. Okay, that was it. Very cool. I give thumbs up. I can't wait for more strange creatures.